opinions are like so everyone has one. So.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode in the Unleash Potential podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Haji, as always, alongside Mr. Jabbar, Almi, and Hassan. How you guys, man?
Yeah, good, man.
Yeah, good, bro.
You guys doing good, man?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah, back.
Back 2 weeks away.
Yeah, man, it's good to be back.
It's good to be back, man. How's your Sydney trip?
It was good. It was work related, but still really good.
Get to enjoy yourself a bit?
Yeah,
I got 1 or 2 snaps from you.
Yeah.
Made that joke. Nah, well, alhamdulillah, it's good, man.
Yeah.
Nah, man, listen, I reckon we should get right into the topic today, man.
let's do it.
It's a bit of it's a topic that's taken lightly, but has great impact on our lives, whether we know it or don't. And that is people's opinion. People's opinions about us, about what we do, what we say, how we look. I think it's not really addressed as a major topic, but it really impacts, especially our youth. People might dress a certain way or might act a certain way based on what people think of them, based on what people might think of what they do. Somebody might want to be starting an initiative of any kind, but the first idea thinks, oh, what is so-and-so going to say? You know, you might want to go to a certain place. You don't want to be seen somewhere because people might think badly of you. It is really a topic that really impacts each and every one of our lives, whether we know it, big or small. And I just wanted us to really just have a normal discussion about how serious of an issue it is and how lightly it's taken.
It's pretty serious, especially in this social media age where there's like, everyone's trying to show their best self nowadays. It's like a competition, you know what I mean? I like telling people that social media is just a highlight reel. That's not how people's lives really are, so don't really try to follow that. Because people will see that and expect that to be the day-to-day.
Exactly.
Like, oh, this person's doing this every day, like I need to be living up to that standard or whatever it is.
Exactly, and it's just like, you look at, people are not confident in their jobs because so-and-so thinks, it's not good enough. And you get a lot of information about what people think you should be doing or you shouldn't be doing, how you should look, and that really affects you in a negative way, but it can also affect you in a positive way. So how do you differentiate between...
It's tough, man, because it's tied into your ego and your self-esteem.
Exactly, that's where it touches.
We seek the approval of other people. Whatever it is that we do, whether we start a business, whether we dress a certain way, we do it whether we consciously or not, we do it seeking the approval of others. When somebody else gives you a compliment, it makes you feel better.
Exactly.
But when somebody else says to you, "Look, your outfit is whack," or why are you wearing those shoes, or anything negative, you know what I mean? Like it starts to affect you because it's tied into your self-esteem.
Not only when people say something, it's like even before they even say it. You want to go out of the house dressed a certain way. First thing is, what are people going to think? Exactly. You're already asking yourself that question. With that, that's the second part when people actually do tell you and their opinions actually affect you. But then we're at the stage where now you're already trying to take preemptive steps to avoid those opinions affecting you. Yeah. How serious are the negatives of it?
It can be pretty serious. It can be really pretty serious. There's people out there that eat a certain way, you know what I mean? They live an unhealthy lifestyle trying to please others. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's your life. You need to be happy. If you're walking around doing things for other people and you don't find your own self-happiness, it's not good. I like to say why, who are you doing it for and why? You know what I mean? Because if I have let's say Omar Hassan's a very intelligible businessman and he's running a successful business and he's a close friend and I know that. Of course, I'm going to take his opinion more seriously than some guy that's never done it before. Some guy that's doing a 9 to 5 that can barely pay his bills telling me how I should run my business. Why should you ever be trying to please that guy? You know what I mean? So it's knowing the person and who and when to do it with. But when you do it for the wrong reasons, it can really be negative.
How do you funnel what opinions taken? How do you funnel between the positive and negative opinions that come your way?
My way?
Yeah.
I don't give a flying, but that's me.
No, but it has to affect us.
But it does affect.
In a certain way.
The thing is, everyone's different. Every individual is different.
Exactly.
Things that I say to you or him or to myself even might affect us all differently. So you just got to take it, man. Take it on the chin, and But it depends what they say. It depends. There's a lot of things, man. This is a deep topic, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things, man. You know,
I
if I tell you that Jubba's whack,
yeah,
I'm your mate.
yeah.
How you gonna take it?
See,
The
but
way. See,
You know?
an opinion comes to my way.
Yeah.
I remember watching this in a movie, Pursuit of Happiness. Will Smith
yeah.
told
Yeah.
his son, where he tells his son, "Don't let anybody dictate your life that has done so little for you." You know what I mean? So I look at you and where you stand for me, and the information that you're giving me, the opinion that you're giving me, and me generally, I'm the kind of person like I think everybody knows, where I just tell people, I haven't asked for your opinion. You know what I mean?
So there's a couple of things for me.
Yeah.
Firstly, who it is, and that's a really good point that you raised.
Yeah.
Who it is that's giving you this opinion.
Exactly.
Is he in a position where he's actually gone and executed that advice that he's giving you?
Yeah.
And it's worked out for him.
Yeah.
Right? And is he or she doing it from a place of love rather than a place of authority
Exactly.
or a place of power
Exactly.
and trying to dictate to you how you should live your life?
Exactly.
Because everybody sees life differently.
Exactly.
If I was living in your shoes with your childhood
Yeah.
and grew up the same way with your education, I'd be acting the same way you do and make the
Exactly.
same decisions as
Exactly.
you. But because I'm different,
Yeah.
I behave a certain way and I
Yeah.
behave differently. And so I should think everybody else should do it. No,
No,
that's not how it should
exactly,
be.
exactly.
Right? But if I'm doing it because I see you going down the wrong path or I see you doing certain things that I feel like you can do with it or without, I will come and actually speak to you from a place of love, from a place of, brotherhood, from a place of where I'm trying to get you to better yourself.
Exactly.
Right? For your benefit.
Yeah.
Not because I want to feel good about myself telling you.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. A lot of people try and give their opinion because they feel like
They've gotta be
they're
heard.
helpful and
Yeah.
they're useful and that they're in a
They've got to be
position where
heard. Exactly.
That's where it
they're
can be
just
very
giving it
dangerous,
out
man.
like this, like just left and right.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why, like, you never take opinions from strangers because, like, they don't know your life. They don't know what's best for you. Like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, if I know you and your struggles, then I can give you advice and input that would help you in your situation. If I don't know nothing about you and I see you and I start giving you opinions and criticizing you, it's not, you don't need to take that. But that being said, back in the days, like, you go to school, you might have 3-4 people, looking at your clothes. Nowadays, you post up a picture online, it's like 200-300 people could be roasting you.
Yeah,
that
online
you
thing
know what I
is
mean?
crazy.
Because you might be able to go, you've heard it all the time. Like, don't listen to negative criticism, don't listen to it. But when there's like 200-300 people
It's
bombarding
real.
you every
It's
day,
real.
Yeah, affects
it's not
people a lot.
something that it's easy to shrug off.
Very dangerous, mate. Very dangerous.
Exactly. And not just somebody giving you advice, but like you've also got those society expectations where you should behave a certain way, and if you don't, people look at you differently. People say things. You should dress a certain way. You should eat a certain way.
That being said, I really want to talk about this point. You know what's going on right now globally? It's the hair thing. Have you seen it? Where the people in South Africa are protesting, and I think New York changed it. Because I'll give you an example. Like, if you go into work, and you have long straight hair, and you're a white guy or whatever it is, that's completely fine. But if I just let my hair grow, like my afro grow like it used to be, and I rock up into work, they'll be like, go trim it.
Yeah.
Why? You know what I mean? That's natural hair. And I think nowadays people are standing up for it.
Exactly.
But those are also social contracts
Exactly.
you're talking about that we kind of like give into.
Exactly.
Like we
But
have
the thing
to.
is, like, if we're talking about opinions, this is like, these are not facts.
Yeah.
These are opinions.
Yeah.
This is coming from a place of somebody else's experience.
Exactly.
Right? It's not a fact. Like, you're a male. That's a fact.
Yeah.
You are ugly is not a fact.
Yeah.
It's an opinion.
It's an opinion.
You understand
But
what I'm
that
saying?
opinion
So
dictates
it does, and
a
it
lot of
hurts the
people.
other person,
Exactly.
right? But then why do you have to, like, why does every single opinion have to be negative or positive? Can't they all be positive? You know what I mean? Like, can't you take the positive out of it? So, for example,
Yeah,
like, if
I like that. I like that. Yeah.
you know what I mean, like,
Okay.
just take the positives and leave the rest. Like, you have to have some sort of filter system for yourself. You have to be able to listen to your
But
own
I think, I
self.
think I think a lot of the youth that are growing up now with this whole social media thing, they don't have that filter. Like, this has become the norm. You know what I mean? So, like you said, opinion is an opinion. It's not crystal cut, clear white, black and white. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, take what you benefit from it and leave the rest. Keep going. You know what I mean?
Filter it out.
Exactly. But a lot of people, it just holds so much power in their life, and it.
But that's the problem. Like, when you listen to other people's opinions
Yeah.
and you start to act on their opinions, what you're
You
essentially
will never
saying
get anywhere
is,
with it.
No, what you're essentially saying is that your opinions don't matter.
Yeah.
Your opinions are insignificant.
Yeah.
How you feel, your desires, what you want, it's insignificant.
Exactly.
And so you've handed that power over to them, and you've told them, right, you run my life the way you think
dangerous.
Is fit. When they've lived a completely different life, as I said to you.
But in this day and age, the whole goal is to be popular. You want to be that person where everyone likes, because we're social beings. Because of that, that's the reason why people will take their opinions and the way they feel about it. Like, oh, I like to wear basketball jersey, but everyone goes, oh, don't wear them. They'll change that just because they don't care how they feel. Yeah. They want to please the other people. And that there, especially with the internet, that's why I brought that up. That's becoming more and more of like the norm. Like trying to please others.
Okay,
and be
so
like
that's the trend that you see. The trend that I see is more heading towards authenticity. There's a lot of people trying to be a lot of really like transparent and trying to show. That's why you've got Snapchats, because people want to see the behind the scenes, the real things, right? And the only way you can be real is to actually be and listen to who you are and act on your opinions, right? So if I, for example, if you tell me to live the way you want me to live, now I'm living the way that you want me to live. And now every single thing about me is fake because it's not the real me.
Exactly.
The relationships I have is fake.
Identity.
The connections I have is fake. The people that see me, they see 100%. The fake side of me. And therefore, even if I want to be successful, the networks that I have is fake because they're dealing with someone like a shell person.
Mm-hmm. But that's everyone these days, though. People fake the behind the scenes. People try to be authentic in a fake way. But there's people that go, I'm going to be different and say that's me, so I can be praised.
Fake it till you make it, man.
There's people out there that'll get Miss Wax, you know, and then they'll rebrand it as a new thing because they want to be different. Yeah. I don't want to, you know what I mean? They don't know that. There's people out there that will make a V-neck that goes all the way down to their belly, even though they know it's bad, but they want to be different. You know what I mean? So I see where you're coming from, where people are trying to be authentic, but there's still like a large people of that authenticity that are faking it.
What do they call them? Hippies?
I think he tried to. Well, no, he's trying.
He's talking about authentic people. You know, that do different things. What indies? What hippies?
No, you're talking about hipsters.
Hipsters, that's one. Hipsters.
That's like a whole trend.
Yeah, that's but being first as well. Nowadays, is I heard that first. I saw that first. Yeah. Oh, you like that? You don't like it as much as me because I saw it first. You know what I mean? It's all trying to be a competition and trying to get out that race because. That, like you said, isn't going to make you happy, no matter how. That's why you see people that are millionaires and are famous.
Does it begin in the house, though? I reckon.
What do you mean?
The fact that you should take people's opinions on board.
Yeah. I think you should always take people's opinions on board. But what you should do is establish that filter.
To what you want.
Exactly. Have that filter so that you can say, right, this one is actually going to cause me benefit, and and it's going to try and help me release the real me. Yeah, you understand? So, if for example somebody comes to me. And he's talking to me about parenting and how I should parent. This person doesn't have a child. Or this person has a child, but his child is messed up. Yeah. I'm not going to take his opinion or his advice at all. Why? Because he hasn't implemented it. But what I'm going to say is, I'm going to take that advice, look at it, see what I can deconstruct from it and say, right, all right, this is what I want to do. This is like if somebody says to me, you should take your child to an Islamic school because right? Yeah. And their child is messed up. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to say, no, I'm not going to take my child to an Islamic school. But what I am going to do is I'm going to be like, all right, now I'm going to look at it. And
there could
now
be a double side to the coin. Like, he could have failed, but throughout the fails, learned that this is what he should have done and he's trying to help you out.
Yes, exactly. So
it's a double-sided
That's a very valid point. Yeah, it's very valid
so you should always take people's advice.
But then that comes from the intention.
Exactly.
Because if that guy, if his kid's messed up, and now my intention is to, Omar Hassan's, has a child that's just about to go into school. I'm going to show that I'm better than him, and I'm going to put myself like superior. Then I'm not going to give him that valid advice that I messed up.
Exactly.
But if I'm looking at Omar Hassan, I'm going, I don't want you to go through this road. Then that's when you.
So where it's coming from.
If it's coming from a place of love, of betterment, rather than authority and power, and trying to show he's better than you.
As well as like this person, like. How high in regard do you hold this person? What impact has this person had in your life as well? You know what I mean? Like, you're not just gonna let any Tom, Dick, and Harry come walk up to you and be like, "Yo, this is what you should do. This is what I think." You're gonna be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
I just think of that meme. You know that you ain't my dad. That's what I get that every time. You know, someone gives you advice that's like, "Hey, you're my dad. You're my dad, man." Ugly
ass. So for somebody who doesn't have that show, what are some things that they look at or they should look at? When they're given advice or an opinion?
I think the first thing you should do is sit on it. Because a lot of people take advice when they're emotionally heated. Like you could have just went through something and then someone will give you advice, but because you're not in the right mindset, you can even be too happy. Oh, you see this car I got, it's crazy, this sport car, and now you're hyped and you go buy a sport car and you got a kid and now you're sitting in trouble, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So just take a moment, even sleep on it, take a few days, and then properly, like Hassan said, filter it. Does this line up with who I am and is it going to benefit me? That should be the main question you ask.
But to do that, you have to know who you are, and that takes time as well. Like you have to know, like to be able to just let go of your fears of embarrassment or fears of other people not approving you.
That's easier said than done, though.
Exactly. So just letting go of that and revealing the real you, and just saying, I'm happy dressing the way I want to dress, and going about.
Because it's easy to lose yourself in this whole world of fakeness and people putting up.
But how do you know the real you if you've been fake for so long? Because there's some people that have been faking it and trying to put on a show for other people for decades, and then now you telling them, "Nah, be you." I don't know who I was. I've been living a life for 10 years. You know what I mean? Like,
but you just look at what you have, where you're at. Some people will have money, but no family, no friends. All your friends are around you just for your money. You know what I mean? So you start to look at what you want.
And what makes you happy?
Exactly.
What makes you content?
Because that will help you discover who you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's pretty hard to do.
It's very hard.
It's very hard.
And in this world where people are like, right now, I can go around, go rent a Lamborghini for the day, and that's my ride. You know what I mean? That will. A lot of people won't go to sleep that night.
But
but that's not me. I'm going back to my little Honda. You know what I mean? So like, you just got to remember that everybody tries to put up their best self. You know what I mean? The best version of they can possibly in one snapshot. You know what I mean? Or one Instagram post. That is not who they are. That's not how they wake up. That's not how they eat. Like right now, we can go out and have a fancy meal today. We'll probably be eating 2 million noodles all week next week, but then that one meal will be like, standard meal. That's the tagline. That's the little caption, standard meal. That's not a standard meal.
Another Friday.
But you just gotta know behind, like in the back of your head.
And that comes down to comparison.
Exactly.
Comparing.
Exactly.
Like, as I said, your life is completely different to someone else's.
Exactly.
If you sit there and try and compare it to someone else's life, then you're not going to be able to live your own life. You're constantly going to be looking at that person and saying, that's where I want to be, that's where I want to be. When life is taking you completely different and you're
first things first, you never ever compare yourself, your life living standards to someone else's living standards. Everyone's got different living standards, bruv.
You know what I'm saying? You can be talking about that guy that takes that snapshot of nice food. He could actually be eating that every day and putting it on Snapchat. But you never knew the last 10 years of hard work he put in to get to that point.
Exactly, right.
But also to Hassan's point that what was the point that you just made? He messed it up.
I want to continue on that. Just let it go.
I really had a point though. I was about to say, then Elmi cut me off to
comparing comparisons.
I was going to continue on that.
Okay, so then I'll.
But on your point of comparison, man, I came across, I don't know if you guys seen a photo of a guy in a sports car, a 4-wheel drive, a small car, a bike.
I've seen,
right?
Walking,
so
right?
Everybody's looking up, right? I wish I had the sports car. I wish I had the SUV. I wish I had this, right? But then all the way down, the guy on the bike wants the car. The guy walking
wants the
bike. Yeah. But then there's a guy in a wheelchair that says at least he can go where he wants. You know what I mean? At least he can walk, go where he wants.
But what did the Prophet say? Look to those beneath you.
Exactly.
Not like looking at them, look to those who are disadvantaged. Exactly. Look to those who have less than you. I think that's probably the proper term. Makes you appreciate what you have.
Exactly.
Right? That's true. Also with that comparing, even if you do reach that person, let's say you're comparing your life, you want to be this person, you make it to that spot. But that's not who you like. That's not what you wanted in the first place. You get there and you realize, I don't want this.
This is not what I want.
And you spend all this time trying to be this other person, but that's not who you are. Then when you get there, you're just miserable.
Alhamdulillah for us, like for me, I know, and I'm pretty sure you guys as well. Like our parents took us back home, you know, and whether it was for that specific reason or whatnot, one of the things I picked up was exactly that. Like I remember the first time I went, I was 14 years old. I was suited and booted to the T, right? You walk around town and you've got people that, alhamdulillah, for me, like I was living here, we're doing alright, you know what I mean? you go back home and you see the way people are living, the houses that they live in. You know, electricity doesn't come on sometimes. You know, no proper running water.
The struggle, man.
The
Trying
struggle,
to charge your phone, bro.
and then you come back here, and then wallah, like I remember, the first thing that came to my mind was, yo, I want to do something for back home. You know, I was happy. I came back, I was like, yeah, I wasn't even working then. I was 14, but I already thought like, yo, I was rich. I'm good.
I want to give back.
Yeah, I want to give back already. And then as the years go by, you lose track of that.
Yeah.
You hit 18, 19, 20, you start working, you start making money. Then this comparison starts again. Whereas the comparison should be the other way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What I took about when I went back home is everyone was so happy. Then you come back here, you see a guy with a Mercedes on that has a mortgage and interest up to his eyeballs, that's running to work, that you would look at and think that he's in the best position, while those guys over there just don't have fuel for the generator for the power for that night, but they're outside eating, cooking on the stove, smiling and laughing the night away.
Look, just going back on the opinions thing, because I think that's pretty much like the heart of the subject. Trying to understand how to actually deal with other people's opinions, right? And a lot of the times, even before it gets to the point where somebody verbalizes their opinion, right? That person is already thinking about the other person's opinion.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, before you get dressed, or before you start a business, before you go to school, even having a change of career or changing a subject. Before you even do that, you're thinking about, okay, what are these people going to say about me? What are they going to think about me? And a lot of the times that's just a projection of how you think, not necessarily the real outcome. Right? So the reason why I think that way is because when somebody else does it, that's how I would behave. And so you think everybody else is going to behave the same way.
Of yourself.
When you have a change in career, I'm going to think, why would this person change his career? And so whenever you do it, you think somebody else is going to do it to you. But that's not the case.
But if
everybody
you fight
else,
that battle and win that battle, then you don't care about people's opinions.
Bro, people's got, like, a lot of people have problems in their own lives.
Everyone
They've
does.
got bills to pay. A lot of things that are consuming their minds has nothing to do with you.
But the fact that you don't see that, you think that everybody else, like right now, look, we're four brothers sitting right here, right? If I decide today I want to change my job, obviously you guys will have an opinion, right? And you guys, alhamdulillah, stable, whatnot. But I don't know the individual battles you guys are fighting. You guys are probably fighting things that are more difficult than mine, that if I knew about, I'd have an opinion about too. You know what I mean? But because you don't see the behind the scenes of everybody else, they could be making the same moves that you're trying to make right now, that everybody's going to give you an opinion about, whether it's positive or negative. You know what I mean? So like, you just got to understand, and I think that's the key one. Like, when you think about doing something, fight that battle where I don't care what people think. I don't care how it's going to look. When you win that battle and you do get these opinions, it's not going to affect you. It's not going to change your mind. You know what I mean? But if you're already iffy and you do what you're going to do with an iffy mindset, that's when the opinions really hit home.
But also, don't be a part of the problem as well. Don't be that guy that sees some guy with bad shoes and go, oh, what's wrong with it? You never know what they're going through. Hold it, hold it back. Sometimes even like praise someone. If I see someone with a really bad shoes and he upgrades and they're not as good, I'll be like, yo, good work, man. Like, be the positive, helpful, come from a good place.
The one who pinpoints the positive things out of
and then if you are going to give negative advice, well, not negative advice on something that not going so well in someone else's life, sandwich it with some good stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's say your hair's bad. I'll be like, yo, you dress so nice, your shoes are fly, change up your hair a little bit, and oh man, but still you're looking good. You're gonna walk away going, I look fresh, rather than me going, your hair doesn't look so good. You're walking away going, man, I look fresh. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if you're gonna properly criticize someone, criticize them in a nice way that's helpful,
and don't just pinpoint their problems. Try to offer a solution as well.
And
that's the one thing. Like, don't come to me with a problem, come to me with a solution, right?
I love that. I love that, mashallah.
If you don't like somebody's shoes, there's a better brand out there, you know what I mean? Don't just be like, what are those? You know what I mean? It's one of those things.
If it's your mate, you gotta be real, man. If I saw you wearing nice shoes like that, had a floppy haircut, I would have told you straight to your face, man.
You can be real without being.
But that's the thing, though.
Yeah.
It's where we stand with each other.
Exactly.
I mean, you can't do that with everybody.
That's the point I was trying to get to.
Exactly. It's where you stand with and how, like I keep saying, what regard you hold the person in. What are some, I think, personal experiences you guys have anywhere opinions have sort of overwhelmed you or underwhelmed you?
It's tough, man. Like, because it happens on a regular basis that you don't necessarily focus on it too much.
I think career is a big one. I think for a lot of young guys and girls, career is a big one. You might want to go to uni to do something, or not go to uni because your goals does not take you down that path. Yeah. But you do that anyways. You change your whole career path based on what other people think, and that's a pretty
not
big
even
one.
that, like even before you get your full-time job or whatever, just being able to sacrifice your pride and do like any other mediocre job
in the meantime.
Yeah, in the meantime, there's some people that care so much about other people's opinions.
Oh, you work at McDonald's? Or
like, really? I'm like, money's money.
I'm getting paid.
It's coming through.
Yeah,
exactly. It's halal money. I'm okay. Exactly. Like, I used to be a cleaner for about 6 months, 7 months straight.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
And that got me through. And wallahi, surprisingly, as soon as you get a job, all the other jobs come knocking. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. It's just the fact that you're willing to do something and you do it because you don't care about how other people perceive you. Because you don't care about their opinions.
Because that job pays your bills at the end of the day. These opinions don't. These people don't.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I remember when I was getting married, that's when I think like 100 different opinions come in daily.
Oh man.
Daily.
Man.
Right? And then I was sitting with my wife and I was like, look, all these opinions right now, everybody wants to have a say in how we get married, our marriage and everything, right? But tomorrow, once the marriage is done, if our house is burning, nobody's gonna look at you twice. Aside from a few family, a few friends. And those opinions are regarded separately. I mean, they're beneficial to us, like looking out for us. But all the other opinions, like, just, you guys know, like, there's just so many
I know.
things that just come on board. You're just like,
the worst is
and they pop out of nowhere.
No, they don't pop out of nowhere. They come
everywhere.
They come when you've already started.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean.
what I mean.
You want to start a little organization to try and help out the youth or whatever, right?
In the process, they're not there.
And you ask them, "Come on, let's get to it." They're like, "No."
When
you start it and you fail, that's when they come.
Not even fail. You start it and they'll be like, why did you do it this way? You should have changed this.
I'm like, well, where were you when I was trying to start it? Where was your opinion then?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So you have to have that filter. You have to be able to say
thick skin.
Exactly.
Thick skin.
That's why in Islam, as Muslims, it teaches first things first. You do before you do anything. You have to think of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because He's watching over us. What is He gonna think? We don't always think that. Like for me personally,
people think.
Personally, my man's not that strong to always think. Ilahi, what will Ilahi think? He's watching us all the time, 24/7, 7 days a week. And the thing is, we're always thinking, yo, what is this one gonna say? What is that one gonna say? Yo, this. If your intentions are pure and right, and you put Allah first, and you put your trust and tawakkul on Allah, everything will work out, bro. Exactly. That's what I believe, man. That's what I believe, bro.
How often do we think, what is Allah going to think? We're always thinking about what
other people
so-and-so is thinking, what he's going to think, what she's going to think.
The thing is, that will put ease into your your thoughts. You're going to say, I don't have example, but I'm doing this or doing that, and then I want to do this for the right reasons, and you saying Allah is your witness, bruv. Everything will work out, bro.
If you put God first and you think of Allah before your actions, then when the opinions come, who are their opinions compared to God? You know what I mean? Exactly. It's easier for you to filter it and not really take the negative when you know that there's a higher purpose and a higher reason.
No, definitely.
That's above everything, bro.
There's this quote that I read or came across, and it was by Albert Hubbard, who said the ingredient for ignorance or perpetual ignorance or continuous ignorance is to be constantly satisfied with your own opinion and your own knowledge. You know what I mean? So the ingredient for perpetual ignorance is to be constantly satisfied with your own knowledge and your own opinion. So it's okay to have your own opinion, but don't stop there. And don't just be satisfied with that. You know what I mean? Because you're operating from a point of experience where it might be limited. Someone else might have better experience than you. And so to accept their opinion and take the good from it.
Well, the one I was going to put up there is wherever path you want to take, anything that you want to do, someone's already done it.
Yeah.
Someone's already succeeded in it. A lot of times we sit there and think, why is this happening to me? You feel like you're alone in this. When you're not alone, there's billions of people, there will be billions of people, and there was billions of people. They've gone through it, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So just relax. And the other one is opinions are like pencils. Everyone has one. So, so don't worry about it, man.
I like that, man. I think we'll move on to the lighthearted segment. Yeah. It's been a beautiful discussion, man. Mr. Almi.
Yeah.
You're up.
Oh, he's got a paper.
Got a piece of paper today.
Oh, no.
Where is it?
There you go.
There it is.
I've been studying, man.
Oh man, here we go. This is the lighthearted segment, as Mr. Haji always says. Why are you looking at the paper for, man?
I'm not looking at the, I can't even read your writing, bro. Don't even worry about
My
it.
writing's
Atrocious.
all right. There's some random questions, eh? I just
Yeah, throw it
got them
out.
from the internet. They're random. Okay. The thing is, all right. We got rules
Wait,
here.
do we have
Oh,
a
we have
wager or
rules?
no wager?
We got rules here, lads.
Okay.
Listen now.
What's the rules?
I'm gonna ask a question. There's an A, B, and C option. Some of them have a D option.
We just call it out?
You don't call it out. I'll decide who goes first,
Okay.
and you answer your questions. Actually, when I say bang, what's your answer? All you guys answer at the same time.
Okay.
So
Okay.
no one gets
So we just
Left
say
out,
A,
okay.
B,
left
or
out.
C?
A, B, or C. Yeah. All right.
D sometimes.
go.
All right. Yeah. Right. Okay.
I don't think
Can you read your writing?
I can, man. Hey, I can read my writing, man. What is the name of the first dog in space? A, Nikita. B, Laker. And C, Bailey.
C.
See, baby.
Did I say answer the question?
Oh,
Yo,
Too
relax.
quick, mate.
Yeah, when I say, what's the answer? Give me an answer.
Okay, we take
So what's the answer?
C.
You guys all choose C.
yeah.
I chose C. I don't know about that.
I chose C too.
I was guessing C. I was like A, I don't know. B, I don't know.
Nah,
I'm just gonna guess for
those two
C.
names don't sound like names. that-
Nikita definitely
Yeah,
not Nikita. That's an inside joke.
And what was the other one?
Laker.
Like
Like
a
no.
Bailey. Cause what? It sounds American?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
Nah, mate, it's Laker.
Laker.
Are you serious?
Lakers are on there.
alright.
I never knew that, but it's just, yeah.
All right. On to
Put
the
on.
next one.
All right, next one.
Damn. That's something new.
Atmospheric pressure is measured with A, barometer, B, hydrometer, or C, altimeter.
Hey,
That's easy, bro.
barometer.
Yeah.
Did I say answer the question? Who's
You
man?
gotta go fight us.
I'm waiting for you guys to think, and you guys already give me the answer.
Hey.
What's the answer?
Hey.
Hey,
100%.
see, look,
How did you
watch,
I
man.
guess that one.
You didn't even
Alright.
guess it, bro. You just followed. That's it.
Oh, follow the rules, boys. Yeah.
Yeah, go.
Okay.
Which of the following Olympians holds the record for the most gold medals?
I don't know that.
I think I know this one.
Michael Phelps.
Yeah. Definitely my
Did I say
favorite.
answer the question?
Definitely.
I actually didn't know that one.
Didn't know that one?
I didn't know that
I mean, you got it wrong then. Don't worry
Okay.
about it.
I got it
Let's
wrong.
go.
Next question.
Next.
How many?
Yeah.
Please.
Michael
How many-
Phelps.
He crushed
I don't
it.
know, bro.
Hey,
Crushed it.
follow the rules.
Oh, yeah, bro.
History.
Crushed
History,
it.
yeah, he's got the most
All
gold
the
medals,
Olympics
bro.
ever.
Yeah.
The most.
How many was he in?
But the thing is, he'll do.
Nah,
the thing
he's
is
got
he'll
more
do-
than that.
bro.
He's
So
got
he'll
more,
do
something
like the
18 or
relay,
something.
or,
Oh, he'll
like
do
different.
different
Yeah.
things.
So he'll win like 3 in one Olympic, and then he'll win like the next 4 years, and then the next.
Continuous.
All right, this is a nice one. When I say answer the question, answer the question.
All right.
All right.
Alright.
All right.
I'll wait until then.
Approximately how many kilometers is the sun from the Earth? A, 150 million kilometers. B, 500 million kilometers. Or C, 1 billion kilometers.
F.
Did I say answer the question?
Wait.
Bro,
I said F, man. There's no F. Relax, cuz.
what's the answer?
A.
C.
You said A,
I
C,
said
C.
C.
They both said C. I said A.
The correct answer is Abdulbas,
No
right?
way. It's a billion.
Yeah,
bro.
no,
That's way too.
150 million kilometers.
I reckon it's a bit more than that.
No, this is
way.
right, bro. This is from the internet, mate.
I actually had to do reverse.
What's your source?
I did reverse math on that one.
Alright,
Take it.
go.
All
Keep
right.
going.
Go for it.
Second last question. What continent has the largest landmass in the world? A, Africa. B, North America. C, Asia. Or D, Antarctica.
Asia.
What's the answer?
Asia.
Last
Which
one.
one was-
Antarctica.
Yeah.
A, Africa. B, North America. C, Asia. or D, Antarctica?
Antarctica.
You say Antarctica?
I was gonna say Asia, yeah.
Asia?
I don't know the size
My
of
friend,
Antarctica.
you are wrong. It's Asia, bro.
Wallah.
Yeah. I was looking at myself, I was like, he might be right, but I'm gonna go with what I think is right. So
All right.
I'm gonna go Asia.
A mob, troop, or a court refers to which group of animals?
Oh, I think I know this.
B. I mean, what am I saying?
He gave us the answer.
I'll give you that.
Is that crows?
Oh yeah, no.
Is it B crows?
Alright, go.
A is kittens.
No.
B, koalas.
Oh.
C, kangaroos.
A troop of kangaroos.
D, crocodiles.
Oh,
Crocodiles.
a true.
A mob, troop, or court?
A mob of kangaroos.
It's the other three of them. You can call a
I'm
mob,
like,
you can
I
call
don't
them a
know.
troop, or you can call them a
But
court.
I have
Can
a
we
guess.
answer?
No, say when we can answer.
No, hold on.
A, kittens. B, koalas. C, kangaroos. D, crocodiles. What is your answer?
B.
It's not kittens, because that's I think
A
it's
litter.
a litter
It's
of
not
kittens.
koalas either.
B. No, I'm going
What's
B. He said
koalas?
B.
Koala, the little Australian
No,
animal.
I mean like.
Nah,
what
I'm
do they
guessing
call
B.
that
I don't know.
group?
I don't think they're in
Exactly.
groups anyway. They're never in groups.
You guys are gonna kick yourselves over this one, eh?
So I'm gonna say B because he said B. That's what I know.
B.
I'm gonna go. C was kangaroos, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Go
gonna
crocodile. I don't know. Just
Kangaroos.
You mob, don't you get it? A lot of Aboriginals say that. What's the mob? It's like
yeah, but there's also
Nah,
troop and
you've only it's only been you with hanging around with the man.
No. Kangaroos, like mob, troops, or it's kangaroos, man.
mob troops or kangaroos.
Yeah.
Mob, troops, or court.
Is that it?
I don't know.
So
Okay,
what
no,
was
that's
the
the last
winner?
question.
Is that the last question?
That was the second last question.
This is the
Oh,
I
bonus
messed
one.
last
up.
one.
This is the bonus. This is
Winner
worth.
takes all.
Okay.
Winner takes all.
I don't even know the answer to
Why
the
why did we even answer all the others?
bro.
Winner takes all.
That's like, you know, when you're playing soccer back in the
Yeah,
days.
last
Last
goal
goal wins.
Last goal
You could
wins.
be
Like,
taking
Oh,
that.
ten
Last goal wins.
Last goal wins, man.
I used to love that.
Yo, alright. In France, what does the TGV typically refer to? A. High speed train. B. Internet connection. Or C. Television network.
Television network. Oh, my bad. Sorry. I should answer when.
Said the guy that's been to Spain.
Can
right?
answer?
What's the
Been to
answer?
Spain, mate, so I'm guessing he's.
What's the
I had
answer?
No clue.
I don't
So,
know.
I didn't say Spain, I said France, bro.
France.
No, he's been to France.
Yeah.
Have you been to France?
No, not France.
Yeah, high speed train,
Okay, then I'm gonna guess.
internet connection, television network. Which one, bro?
TGV, yeah.
That can't be
TGV.
internet.
Television.
It won't be
I
internet.
think
It won't be internet, right?
Right.
It might be
It's not a train.
television or it might
Can't be
be.
think
trained
it's television.
because I'm looking at the TGV. None of them, but then it could be in French. You know what I mean? That's
What
the.
do you reckon, Haj?
I think it's a television network.
I think so too, but I'm gonna go A. I'm gonna spread the board.
I'm
I'm gonna say the.
Hassan.
Go tell.
I'm gonna go with Haji. C.
Yeah.
And the winner takes all, is it?
Yeah.
My
why
man,
not?
Abdul Jabbar.
Train, last man wins.
Alright,
Let's go.
Guys,
Because you know the T television.
Hold up.
I'm like, it could be French.
but I
so-
messed up. I'm pretty sure it's train.
Bro,
Yeah,
you
I
don't
wrote
even-
high speed, but I can't remember whether. I think I missed out to write train. Hey,
High speed something.
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's high speed something. Yeah, train or
Ah, so
plane.
he didn't win, technically.
No,
Technically,
he
yes,
did.
it's a
Yeah.
train.
He
Oi,
just doesn't know what it
hold
is.
up. I'm pretty
High
sure it's
speed,
a train,
whatever.
man.
High speed something.
Alright.
I knew the answer was high speed something.
No, but that's actually
Alright,
pretty good, man. I think we'll wrap it up there for the day, man.
Absolutely, man.
So that's what I
want. You know what I want? I want the viewers to understand that, you know, the opinions that we give out here are
It's solely
purely just
ours.
that. Take
Yeah.
the good from what we say
Yeah.
and apply it in your life, and have that filter in place so that you know you're implementing advice or opinions that work for you, because everybody's life is different. You know.
100%.
So
And give us your opinions.
Yeah.
absolutely,
We look
how
forward to
we
hearing
how
it.
we can improve.
Constructive
Exactly.
criticism, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sandwich it.
With a bit of love on either
Yeah,
side.
exactly.
But now, on that
Yo,
note,
yeah, with the cherry on top too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like cherry. I like cherry.
cherries?
Yeah, cherries are
I
nice.
can't do with them. But anyways, on that note, man, I think we'll wrap it up. Stay tuned. Catch you guys next week, man.
Adios.
See ya.